already I can see that my microphone is having issues. Okay, there we go. Hello. Well, now my introduction has already been ruined. Do computers frighten you? Well, I think the answer for me at least is yes, but also no. This is a very, um, highly anticipated game for me to eventually play. Because, while this game has been out for a while, I think at least a couple years now, I've never actually gotten a chance to play it, for various reasons, not to mention a very long backlog of games, and then just kind of forgot about things, and whatever fate has in store, I'm here now, I'm playing it today. And that's partially because I find that this is going to be a particularly timely game, in consideration for all of the various AI projects happening around the world today, kind of scaring the heck out of a lot of us and inspiring a lot more, or maybe just a couple more. I don't know. Things are a little bit of a mess, and things are going to be very interesting here on out. And I have to stop messing with my microphone. Anyway, ELIZA. So, a bit of background to at least the title of this game. There was uh, a very rudimentary artificial intelligence program called ELIZA, who essentially functioned uh, as an AI psychotherapist, right? But this is back in like what, the 70s? No, 90s. Must be 90s. A while back, quite a few decades ago. But now, of course, there are actually quite a few different AI programs that could produce language that seems so ludicrously natural that they could potentially actually work as a psychotherapeutic um, program. And I think there are some examples of that from various companies, though I don't have any recommendations. And based on what I've heard, I can't even think of a single one that's particularly that has a high efficacy, I guess. Um, at least none that I've heard of yet. But you know, for the future. And of course, I am personally very invested in where this could all go, because I'm very invested in mental health care. Personally, I just think that helping people um, with what's going on in their minds is probably the coolest thing that we could do as a society at this time. And of course, I think a lot of psychology students can agree that a lot of our research is self-search. So, you know, I definitely am looking forward to rethinking about how I perceive the world. Anyway, I think that's enough prefacing with very deep thought. Whoa. And now I think we can just hop into the game, because, oh, one other thing is that I I'm constantly thinking of like cool pieces of media that I would want to create if I had went down a certain skill tree, like if I became a game developer. If and I was like, man, it would be cool if I became a game developer and created a game about an AI psychotherapist helping the person that designed them, and then like there are going to be some story twists and whatnot. So, and then I found out about this game, and I was like, oh, okay, it exists. All right. Well, then I'm very excited to see how they put that premise to the test. Let's go. Right, new game. Hopefully, we won't have any technical difficulties today because it's a visual novel. So, come on, let's go. This game saves automatically. That is very nice. I appreciate that. Chapter 1. Oh, I have a fan going. I should turn that
I
on.
had a dream this morning, but I can't remember what it was.
Same. Wait. Is there no auto scroll? Auto advance? Let's go normal for now. Yeah.
It all
That should be good.
vanished when the alarm went off. First time that's happened in a while. I've been drifting away inside my own world for too long. It's time for me to wake up.
I feel like that every day. What are you supposed to do on the light rail? Use your phone, I guess. Oh, wait, hold up. Okay, so there's some voiced sections and there's some unvoiced sections. So let's go through this with a bit more control. Or look around. Next stop, Capitol Hill Station. Okay. Don't know what's on that guy's beanie over there. See me? And then I can't tell what's on the tote bag.
Next stop, Capitol Hill Station.
Right. Well, hey man, how come my phone UI doesn't look like this? I need an upgrade. Actually, that might seem kind of annoying to go through now I think about it. Who knows? Wait. Evelyn Ishino Aubrey, you will do it. I believe in you. I thought this is the character that we currently are, listening to the thoughts of, so that's interesting. I think this is just a bit of self-pep talks. Okay, I just remembered that I will need to move my camera all around the screen to find a good spot for it. I think I might have been blocking a UI element earlier, but that's fine. Bit of inspiration for the day, I guess, or the week, since Evelyn's only done that once. Dear Evelyn, congratulations! You are taking the first step on an exciting and rewarding career with the Skanda family. Please show up promptly to your orientation meeting at 9 a.m. Friday, January 3rd. Name, title, proxy, level 1, okay. Classification, contingent staff. Contract agency, Capstone. Location, ELIZA Counseling Center. Queen Anne, Seattle, Washington. We are looking forward to working with you. Proxy Coordination Center, Skanda Incorporated. Alright. So we're showing up to work. Evelyn, we want you back. Was this something we said? Evelyn, we've noticed that you haven't checked in on your customized personal training plan at Avalon Fitness in the last 971 days. We get it. Life doesn't always move in a straight line. That's why we're offering a special 25-point bonus to your Avalon Prestige if you check in again within the next 2 weeks. There's never been a better time to get your health back on track. Avalon Fitness. Strength quantified. Trademark. Oh man, I love ads. Except when they spam my email just like this. Kind of annoying. But hey, that's what we have spam folders for. You haven't customized person. I'm trying to figure out if Evelyn's been paying a subscription and if we can put an end to that and save us some money. I don't even know if money even matters in this game. It's a proxy. Okay, we got messages, we got sessions. Zip chat, Funny that they would start with, like, talking about dreams. I don't need to play this again, I should delete it. Many Zenny. Okay. Sounds like a fun game, I guess. Yeah, dreams. I think, like, 90% of what makes it difficult for me to get up in the morning is actually just because I had a very interesting dream that I just want to complete. I just want to like see more. I want to see the end to the dream. Like, well, sometimes some dreams complete with a like a nice conclusion, or maybe not nice if it's a nightmare, but some sort of conclusion. But then there's others that are just like, yo, why am I standing in the middle of a sea of piranhas with this like paddle boat made out of Joy-Cons or something? Like, you know, I want to know how do I get out? What happens next? Ugh, that was a bad example. I was just looking around the room and I was probably thinking about how long has it been since I've been on the sea. Anyway, enough tangents. Solitaire, let's play this right now. Right now, though, dang it. Jim already nags me about not working out. I didn't. Well, that's a different Jim, though. Okay. I have no idea what that says. This was fun, but I think I'm done with it now. Okay, cool. Well, whatever. So there's continue. Can we just chat about? Oh, okay. We're just gonna look around, I guess. I forgot how difficult getting around the city can be sometimes. Ugh. My voice acting is off right now. She sleeping? I hope she doesn't miss her stop. Oh yeah. Always on the train, noticing someone's like falling asleep, and it's just like, oh, are they gonna be here for a while? Should I wake them up? They're gonna miss their stop? Must be commuting to work. Maybe it's her first day at a new job too. Seems unlikely. We made like 3 different assumptions just now about this person that we have no idea anything about. No idea anything about. I'm just gonna ride with the lack of grammar. Just gonna let the game speak with the good grammar now. ELIZA, powered by Skanda. Skanda. I feel like that should be the correct way to say that. But I'm gonna feel very silly if there's a comment later that's gonna be like, nah, it's actually scanned. Alright. It's so strange to see it like this. Okay. What should I be doing here? Should I check in at the front desk? Wait, there's the woman I met at the orientation meeting last week.
Hi, you're Evelyn, right? You remember me? That's impressive.
That's impressive. It was like 5 days ago.
There were a lot of people at that orientation.
Okay. There were a lot.
Of course.
Then, yeah.
I've done this for a while now, so I'm pretty good at putting names to faces.
That's something that you can actually train. I would like to get better at that, personally.
People always say they're bad at it, but it's a skill you can practice just like any other.
Ray just knows exactly what's in my head right now. Oh, I'm currently covering up, like, a phone icon here. I don't know if I need to be up here, though. I'm worried that I might block something important that shows up on the non-text screen. Whatever. I'll leave it as this right now, and we'll move on.
In case you forgot, though, I'm Ray.
Nice to meet ya again, Ray.
Come to me with all your questions, comments, complaints, whatever. And if you look around and can't find me, I'm probably at one of the other 2 counseling centers I'm running right now.
The other 2 counseling centers. Okay.
So you can count on me being back soon.
3 centers. Sounds like a lot of work.
Oh, it is a lot of work. This is kind of a temporary thing.
How so?
We're growing fast, and hiring is one of our big challenges. That means there's decent opportunity for advancement here, if that's something you're looking to do.
Become CEO. Well, personally, I like the idea of advancement. I don't know. Just kind of exciting. Even though I don't necessarily plan on advancing, like, quickly, I think it's something to keep in mind, right? Right, Evelyn?
Interesting.
Shall we start with a quick tour of the office?
Ray starts with a tastefully appointed lobby. It is a very nice lobby indeed. There are a few people already waiting for their counseling sessions to start.
You could say the Queen Anne office is ELIZA's flagship location. It has 12 individual counseling rooms. Currently, we're up to seeing almost 100 clients a day here.
112 individual. Trying to figure out if that those numbers check out. 100 clients a day. Yeah, okay, I can see that. Yeah. I feel like that would take
100 a day? That's so many.
would it fit within 8 hours? I don't think
The
so.
growth trend isn't
Might
stopping
have to
either.
be a longer operation time.
Demand for ELIZA keeps exceeding our expectations, especially here in Seattle for whatever reason. We're
What does that
already
say
looking
about
at adding more
Seattle?
Capacity here.
It says
Either
nothing,
that
by
or
the way.
Opening another
I'm not
location
even
close
trying to
by.
make any jokes. Just curious why it's like they're specifying Seattle specifically. Probably just because it's an urban environment? We're already looking at more capacity here.
Personally, I think having a single office with 24 counseling rooms might seem a little unfriendly, so I hope we go for a second location.
Yeah, I mean 12 is already kind of I mean, I don't have any issue with the amount of rooms that there are. It's just if they all look like this, like and in just an infinite row of these kind of like blank rooms, that just looks a little intimidating personally. But the rest of the lobby is pretty nice, pretty welcoming, I'd say. I mean, always get a little nervous seeing a big like company logo like this. Powered. Yeah. Kind of makes me think, big corporation, don't know if they care about me kind of thing.
I like to think of ELIZA centers like
Could be
cafes or
okay.
coffee shops. A few small ones is better than one big one.
Fair, fair. I like that approach. Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make decisions based on myself, my reaction for now. Sometimes I like to roleplay as the character and choose what they will, what I think that they would choose, but then that's kind of a not so valid approach sometimes. Anyway. Counseling centers like coffee shops? Odd metaphor. Yeah, it is kind of an odd metaphor. Not inherently bad one, though, I think. Should be pretty nice. To at least have access to the treatment, to support wherever you need it. The only thing I would be hesitant about is when something's expanding so quickly, you wonder if they will prioritize their expansion by promoting systems that would push people to use their services more. Sorry. Create systems that would push people to require their services, as opposed to like if they have prior experiences that will need reflection and help. Anyway, Ray leads me into one of the counseling rooms.
And here's where the magic happens, in these little rooms.
Okay.
You'll get your assignments from the ELIZA app on your phone. Oh, one thing to note, it's always a good idea to double check the headset to make sure it's working properly before you dive in.
Wait, headset? Why do I have a headset? Okay.
We've had some quality control issues lately.
Quality control issues. Yes. I love jumping into headsets, and getting trapped in video games with no logout button. That or trapped into a serial killer's mind. It's either SAO or Evil Within, I guess.
After that, all you need to do is initiate the session and follow the instructions.
All right.
Make sense so far? Any questions for me?
I think I've got it.
I think I got it.
Great. Before I go, just a few reminders of things we covered in orientation.
Oh, I just remembered. I think we are a therapist using ELIZA as a tool. Or I guess we're kind of more of a puppet role, maybe. We'll see. Reminders,
No
okay.
deviating from the script that ELIZA gives you.
Okay, well, there you go. Puppet.
No checking your smartphone or anything else that would take your attention away from the client during the session.
Fair.
Yes, I understand.
Ray stops for a moment and looks me over.
It looks like you're dressed acceptably as well. Nothing snazzy, but it'll do.
Hey. Fair. Evelyn got
Wouldn't
dripped,
believe
though.
the outfits some people come in here wearing. Okay, let me double check to make sure you're all set up in the system.
Ray takes out her phone and swipes a few times.
Yep, looks like you're all good to go.
All right.
Okay, ready to start your first counseling session as an ELIZA proxy?
Hell yeah, I am. I'm still not sure. I mean, there's like a couple things that I obviously don't understand because I don't live in this world.
Sure.
I think we're
Don't worry,
ready to
there's
go.
basically nothing you can do to mess it up.
Oh, really? Bet. Also, I heard that saying bet apparently is not always a aggressive thing. I've always heard it as a like I am making a bet against you context, but all right.
You just follow the prompts. It's a really impressive system.
Cool, cool, cool.
If you
I
want,
love
have a
not
look
thinking.
around the counseling office 1st
Mhm.
Get comfortable.
If you want, okay,
I'll
sure.
check in with you afterward.
All right. Well, it looks like we have a coffee machine. Do I want coffee? Actually, I think I'll skip it. Yeah. Hope spring comes soon. At least the days are getting longer now. So there are dozens of these locations already? Skanda is putting some serious investment into this. Wait, sorry, what was... I hope spring... Okay. Alright. So, oh right, it's January. I was like, calculating the time of day, or the time of month. Where are we in the year? It's January. Alright. Important, stick to the script. Well, first of all, welcome. Thank you for signing up as ELIZA Proxy. ELIZA is a rapidly growing counseling service driven by the world's most advanced AI. As a proxy, you will serve as the personal touch that allows our clients to hear what they need to hear from a real human being, not a robot or virtual avatar like our competitors. That's kind of cool. All right, I was thinking, why not use a robot? Why not use an android that looks just like a human? Assuming that the AI is advanced enough. But that answers my question. This is the official ELIZA app for proxies. In it, you can view various messages from Skanda. I'm saying that in like a weird way. I'm sorry. I apologize. I just I keep hesitating before saying it. It's just the company name. Chillin'. I do wonder what the origin of that name is. Like what the... I'm blanking on the term for it, but you know, the history of it. your session history, and your current level and badges. Enjoy your experience helping people help themselves with ELIZA. Proxy Coordination Center, Skanda Inc. Do not reply to this message. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. All. As ELIZA counseling centers continue to open across the country, I want to take a moment to remind all provider proxies. Please avoid deviating from the provided script. I know that it is tempting to come to conclusions about clients on your own, but ELIZA will not work if proxies differ from its judgments. Well, I mean, assuming it being a really good AI, it would be able to save any issues, but I mean, if the proxy is already differing from its judgments, then it's likely that they're going to continue to do so anyway. Keep in mind that you are present only in order to provide the human touch to an interaction that is fundamentally between the client and ELIZA. And thus, we already have a interesting implication here, philosophically. How can you provide the human touch if you're going fully on script? But for now, continual violation of this policy may result in reprimand or even termination. Thank you for your attention, Edwin Park. All right. Thank you, Ed. I feel very welcome here. Very cool. Okay. I think that's everything here, so we can move on. Well, time to get started. It really looks like a therapist's office in here. Soft lighting, soothing art on the walls. Was this how I imagined it working? I can't remember anymore. The future happened without me. Alright. Whoa, hello. Hi. Hello, ELIZA. I am so excited. Oh boy. New job. The headset activates. Oh. A distant-looking man shuffles into the room and sits down across from me. I'm sorry, client. Give me a second. I'm sorry, client. Never address your clients like that. I'm just memeing. But I am curious what's on the side here. Oh, look, IP address. Oh, I just doxed myself, I think. Oh my. Oh no. Ooh. Darren Willows. Hey Darren, I just real quick, can I get you to sign this consent form to allow this session to be streamed to however many people watch the stream? Thank you, Darren. I appreciate it. Yes. Interesting that you can read the heart rate and physiological response of the client through this headset. Anyway. Enough nerding around. Let's
Hello, Darren.
speak like a human being. Hello, Darren.
Hi.
Whoa, it's okay. I am freaking out about this technology.
You found the place okay?
Yeah.
Hope you didn't get rained on too much.
No, it was fine.
It's been raining a lot, hasn't it? It's supposed to clear up later today.
Yes. Talking
Oh,
about the weather.
That's good. Little sun once in a while, but
I'm still curious what this number means. Okay, EPR. Maybe I just forgot what that means. That seems like a medical thing. But emotion? I mean, oh shoot, I'm blocking the text selection. Ooh, that's awkward. I'm gonna move myself a little bit higher. I'm gonna block the little settings thing. You guys don't need to look at the settings, I think. Darren, what brings you in here today?
Darren, what brings you here today?
I mean, already I'm just misspeaking. I definitely would not be able to work as a proxy.
Well, I just feel empty inside. Like there was supposed to be something there, but it's missing. I go to work, I do my work, I go home, but there's nothing there. I feel like I'm simulating a person. Like I feel like just hollow and like I'm not even alive. Like a ghost or something.
How long have you felt this way?
How long have you felt this way?
For a long time. And it comes and goes, but the last 2 weeks is when it really started to get bad. It just suddenly came over me the way, the way things are going in this world. There's no future for humanity. There's no journey toward anything. We're being cruel to each other just to be cruel. The people who run things don't care about anything except themselves and can't stop them. Everyone is driven by greed. Just greed. Everyone wants to win. Everyone wants to get rich. And we're all gonna die because of it. The damage we're doing to the planet is irreversible. We're destroying everything and we can't even manage to stop ourselves.
I feel like Eliza could have made a more specific response to various points in that dialogue just now, but we'll see.
Do you
how he
remember
responds to
anything
this.
in particular that caused these feelings?
The state of the world is what's causing these feelings. I was on a walk the other day. I thought maybe I could clear my head. And all I could see was construction cranes and new development and oceans of money flowing in, distorting everything. Suddenly the whole city felt so damaged, so corrupted. I felt like I was an alien in a hostile world, a world that hated me. And we're building it. We're building this hell. We're choosing to build it right here, so what's the point? Probably overloaded your system with that, huh?
Actually, yeah, that's interesting. Eliza seems to be a little
Your
slow.
machine learning or whatever it is you got going on in there.
Yeah, all right.
Let's focus on you for the moment. Are these feelings you're experiencing affecting your ability to function at work?
He already mentioned that the whole point is that he's been working so much, but
I haven't been doing a whole lot of work. I just don't understand why I should bother. Why anyone should bother. Nobody in management's noticed yet, but eventually someone will, and I'll get fired.
And how does thinking about getting fired for that make you feel?
Honestly, I'd feel good about it. They don't deserve me dragging them down. Everyone there is smart and motivated and has a wonderful, promising career. You have beautiful, successful people.
I forgot to preface. I should have mentioned at the start of the stream that w- uh, it's kind of too late for this now, but obviously we're going to be talking about a lot of heavy subjects. Not even sure where to begin. I mean, I'm assuming that we will be going into uh some of the more mm, some of the more common triggers, such as self-harm and suicide. I'm assuming. I'd be surprised if we didn't have any clients that would bring that up. Um, but yeah, I'm assuming that that's going to be spoken about, and generally, there's just a lot of heavier themes uh, going on here. So heads up for that, and I'll include some more information and resources in the description. I need to remember to do that. That is very important for the stream. Anyway, sorry to interrupt. Continue.
We moved to a swanky new building, expensive area, fancy restaurants, fancy bars. Everything is nice. Everything is nice, and I feel terrible.
You said you believe your coworkers are happy.
What makes you feel that way?
Yeah, I mean, way more than I am, at least. They're all doing so much better than me.
Why do you say that?
Because they just aren't bothered by things the way I am. They see what's going on in the world, and they just share memes about it and laugh and go on doing their jobs. The real horror of it doesn't get through to them. They still want to achieve their goals. They're still happy. They're getting promotions and falling in love and getting married and taking these wonderful trips to Japan or Sweden or wherever. Big mountains and expensive food on their timelines.
Would you be happy if you had those things too?
I don't know. I don't have them. I don't have anything to be happy about. Look, all I want is to understand why this is happening, why I'm here. And there has to be a reason, right? Because otherwise, why do I exist? Why? This pain, this one thing after another, and what's the point? Do I have any cause to be hopeful about anything? Look at this world. Really look and tell me with a straight face that there is.
Okay, what are we gonna try?
Okay, Darren. Let's try something.
Oh, I hope my audio is good. Let me test that real quick.
Imagine that things are better for you. What does that look like?
What does that look like?
Let's see.
I don't know. It looks like knowing that something matters at all. But nothing I do will matter. Nothing matters. Not against the face of human indifference. This absurdity.
Shout out to absurdism.
Are there any other things that come to mind?
Like what? I wish I could talk to people. Really talk to people, have some actual communication. Like right now, I wish I could talk to you. To you. You as a human being. But I can't. You're just following the script that's been given to you.
Oh, is this my chance to deviate
You're
from
not
the
supposed
script?
to say
Come
anything
on,
on your... Look,
Evelyn.
I know how this works.
Dang it.
It's just a bunch of AI, machine learning, deep learning, whatever the fuck you're calling it now. Look, I'm desperate and I can't even talk to a real human being.
Yeah.
How did it end up like this?
Oh, no. Don't. I can't help you if you aren't speaking clearly. Bruh. This is gonna be painful to say.
Please try to stay focused. I can't help you if you aren't speaking
So
clearly.
much for human touch, eh?
No. Look, I'm done with this. Like, I shouldn't even have come. This is making me worse. Why can't you just talk to me as you? You, the person sitting there. I don't want to talk to a machine. The person who's sitting in front of me. I want her to say something. I want that person to say something, please. Anything, please.
All in supervisor, I guess.
Please. Please.
That's even worse. Oh, I don't like that. Okay. Hi, Darren. It's me, that human that is totally speaking right now and not reading a script.
Okay. Hi, Darren.
Is that really you?
It's actually, I can sort of respect that this is like the route that they're going with this,
Yes, it's me.
because it will work, I think. But
You're not following the script right now?
personally, I think it's more important that you are honest about
Wait,
the
say something weird. Say something only a human would say.
procedures behind a treatment plan, but anyway.
Darren, I'm going to get in
Darren,
trouble if I deviate.
I'm
from
going to
ELIZA
get
for
in
too long.
trouble. Darren, you have to save me.
No, I know. I just.
My real name is Evelyn.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to meet you, Evelyn.
I wonder if Eliza is taking into account that the client could meet Evelyn outside of the therapy room.
I didn't expect he would actually do that. Do that for me. I'm not used to people doing things for me.
Okay, Darren. I have some recommendations for you.
Oh, cool. Okay, there's separate phases. Intervention phase, yeah. Without going too far into it, I have some experience with with counseling. There's the rapport phase, which Darren kind of spoke at length about his feelings. Then there's the check for safety phase, which Eliza has not done, which is interesting. And then we get to they say intervention here. It's be like planning for the future, treatment planning, resource gathering, or resource recommendations, and then of course there's the closing phase. And that's just kind of like, well, I personally feel like it shouldn't be any issue to speak truthfully about that being the case for some counseling programs out there, that they have certain set phases. But of course, typically you would find that the counselor is coming up with their own approach to how each of these phases play out essentially during the session. And remember, I'm speaking about this as a student, so I do not claim to have any professional level knowledge about these things. I am simply just kind of, commentating. Anyway, of course, Eliza's a little different because we have just pure scripting. And that is where things will get interesting. As soon as I can deviate from the script, which I am very excited to do. And I think this is going to spell my doom if I ever would want to be a proxy in the future. I don't think I would, personally, to be honest. But hey, you never know. Future's gonna be wild.
First, I'm going to send a set of breathing exercises for you to do.
Love breathing exercises. Simple, quick to use, and can help with very temporary. How do I? As you can see, my English isn't fantastic, even though I'm freaking native speaker of it. Unfortunately, can't think of the term, but something that is kind of more of a state, emotional state. There we go.
Use them when things start to feel like too much.
Resources, or solid resource. Okay.
You'll find them in the Skanda Wellness app on your phone.
All right.
Second, I recommend asking your doctor or psychiatrist about Anexafin.
Hold up. Okay, wait a minute. That first one, breathing exercises. All right, I understand. Straight, just jumping to a drug recommendation without a psychiatrist in the room? That's interesting. Interesting approach. I'm kind of curious about who made that medication.
Based on my analysis, this medication might help you feel better.
Evelyn. That's a nice name. Look, I'm sorry. Thank you.
Bro, Eliza. This is... My man's tossing you an opportunity to add the human touch again, but...
Please confirm that you understand the recommendations.
Or maybe Eliza is trying to...
Yes, I did.
Put things back on track. Okay, I can see that. Thank you, Darren.
Thank you, Darren. We hope to see you back soon.
Yeah, I will. I mean, yeah, I will.
Feel like we haven't really... that intervention phase has not been particularly helpful in learning any more coping strategies aside from a breathing exercise, I guess. Any other methods of changing personal perception about the world? Not even included. Alright, Eliza, I can sort of see...
Thank you for speaking with Eliza,
your
your
rhythm.
personal counseling partner.
A little dance you do.
Goodbye.
Yeah. Bye.
Level up! That's so absurd. Oh no, they gamified everything. That's great. Alright. No tip. You can give tips in this? Alright, sure. Beginner. I'm getting plenty of achievements. Hey, nice. Let's go. Achievement get. You talked about the state of the world. Wow. That was intense.
Hey, how'd it go?
I don't know.
Why? What happened? Hold on, I can check the log.
Ray takes her phone out of her pocket again.
You're going to listen to the session? Is that okay?
Yeah, wait a minute. Hey, yo, privacy concern?
Oh yeah, I have privacy clearance. This is still a new service, so we need to be able to monitor sessions for a variety of reasons.
I mean, I'm pretty sure, yeah, that would make well, I mean, it depends on what Ray's job description is. I'm a little confused about this. Is she just kind of the manager, or is she more of I guess she's a supervisor, so she can have that
there
privacy
could be
clearance.
bugs in the software we need to examine more closely. We're pretty upfront about all this.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. All right. Ray stares at her phone and watches for a while.
One of these guys.
Oh boy, I don't like the tone of your voice right there. I don't like it one bit.
Yeah, we get people in who demand to speak to a real human being. It happens often enough that we made ELIZA capable of handling it with a special script.
Oh, a
It's
special
nice
script,
to know things
eh?
are working as designed.
Okay. Huh. That's a pretty slick feature. I wouldn't have thought to create something like that.
Do you think that guy will be okay? He seemed pretty unhappy.
Exactly.
Who knows? Hopefully he gets his prescription and takes his meds and answers our follow-up reminders, but...
Medication adherence. There's a lot of factors that need to contribute in order for
it's
that
tough.
to
We can't make them take their meds or come in when they're supposed to.
be possible.
All we can do is suggest those things, tell them they really ought to be doing it.
What, so you just walk into a counseling room and they just tell you, take your meds? That doesn't seem like therapy to me. It doesn't seem like counseling. Like, it's one thing to provide a service like that, but it's another to say that that service is something else.
Ultimately, they're the ones who have to decide to follow the plan. It's kind of a shame. I wish we had more leverage.
More leverage? In what way?
We'd help way more people if we could track their compliance.
Track their compliance? As in... Hey, hello, Omni. Yeah, exactly. Some false advertising, I think, perhaps, is going on. Although I can't really confirm, because we haven't really seen too much of the outside world to know exactly how these systems interact, but for now...
But that's probably too much to ask for at this point.
I think he might have needed way more help than ELIZA can give. Is there anything like referring clients to other forms of care?
Ray looks a little surprised.
Well, there is a disclaimer before every session saying if your problems are really serious, we aren't qualified to address them.
No! Oh no! This reminds me of the BetterHelp scandal a few years back. I think they've improved the program recently. Can't confirm though. That's just what I've heard. But BetterHelp had some issues with not like having therapists that aren't fully qualified speaking with clients. It's a little silly. Silly kind of is kind of dismissive. No, that's messed up. Especially when they state that they are qualified within their profiles, I believe. However, the small text, the like text within the agreements that you make with the system state that they weren't necessarily qualified. So there was a bit of a legal loophole there, I think. Anyway,
I think
might be a
external
little
care
wrong in that,
referral
but
feature was
you can
on our
check that
development
out.
roadmap at some point.
At some point. At some point. Fine print. Yes, that's what it's called. Yeah, fine print is it's a fun little thing. Anyway, external care referral should have been the first. Yeah, that should have been probably the first thing on the roadmap, to be honest. Just because, like, if this service isn't doing enough, immediately you should be able to refer to something else. Like, come on,
I'm not sure what
guys.
happened with that, actually.
What do you mean?
Huh, maybe I'll ask Ed next time I see him.
Man, programmers. Can't believe it. I have so many friends in comp sci, and I know how it is, but god damn it, guys. I wish I could have said something other than what it told me. I see why a lot of proxies are tempted to go off script. Okay, so right now I'm just gonna do a little bit more of the, you know, just gonna observe for now. So I want to take a bit of a neutral
I
stance.
see why a lot of proxies are tempted to go off script.
See what Ray says to this.
Yeah, I totally know how it feels. A really intense client like that can be intimidating, and you're motivated to help them. But to succeed as a proxy, you really need to let go and let ELIZA do its thing.
Just let go. Just let go.
I know that not having any choice feels weird, but sometimes life is like that.
Sometimes life is like that. Amazing.
Sometimes you don't have any choices and you just have to follow directions. Most jobs are like that, honestly.
Yeah, and that's supposed to be a good thing? Good thing, Ray?
That's just how it works.
Oof. Oh no.
Okay, it just sounded like he could use more help. Like, maybe right away.
Yeah, they didn't check for safety. Oh my god.
Believe me, I understand. I've been a proxy plenty of times myself.
I mean, yeah, it's just we basically know nothing about him, essentially. Yes, he stated about how he perceives the world, but as for how he's dealing with those feelings, I don't know the first thing about what kind of coping mechanisms he's selected for himself, essentially, and whether or not those are healthy, and or if he needs to find healthy alternatives.
When people get emotional, it's hard
Who
not to
knows?
feel for them really strongly. But that's
I mean,
exactly
that's
why
what
ELIZA
being human's
works.
about.
It evaluates from
Empathy.
a more distant perspective, a neutral perspective.
Yeah, I agree. If like fully scripted counseling, um, feels a little like we're kind of not treating the clients as humans. Um, but yeah,
Besides, if proxies started offering their own opinions, well, that'd just be a big mess.
a big mess. Maybe you should design an AI that just fixes that mess.
Not to mention,
I
there'd be all
guess.
kinds of problems with liability.
All right, liability. All
Still,
right,
I get it. I really do.
true.
That was definitely more
True
intense than the
to
average
it being
session.
condescending.
Why don't you take a few minutes to center yourself again? Have some tea or coffee and take a few deep breaths. No rush, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thanks, Ray.
That was a lot. I definitely need a moment. Uh, hmm. I have to remember, I do want to kind of get into character because I'm viewing this from a perspective of someone seeing this as a game. But if I want to get a little bit more character, maybe we'll say, hey. I mean, I don't even know. I'm guessing this is Evelyn's first time being a proxy and working in this sort of field. Hmm. Fine, I guess. That's good. I started a new job finally. Oh yeah? It's good you found work again. What is the work? Hmm. I don't like either of these options. Uh, it's Nothing special, I guess, because there apparently are a lot of different alternatives to having an AI speak to you. Uh, and they're all AIs, though. How about you? I'm doing quite well. Actually, I have something to tell you about. This may be sudden, but can you meet up after work today? It would be good to talk about it face to face. Don't know Evelyn's relationship with Nora. Sounds like they haven't really caught up in a while, but all right. Great. Also, you should come to my show. I'll send you a flyer, yeah? Sure. I have no idea what shows are. What she's talking about. I didn't realize you were playing shows now. Playing shows? Playing? That is why that is why you should come. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Oh, I'll take a few minutes to calm down, like Ray suggested. Um, maybe I could play some solitaire. Oh man, am I gonna have to play solitaire? Ooh, okay, we got a couple of messages going around. Forward, good article. Just for some wider context, this is a new article about our efforts from a year and a few months ago. It's a little outdated by now, but still relevant. I've got a little cameo in it. Okay. Oh man, this is a lot of text. Okay. Screw it. I guess we're just gonna read the whole thing. Skanda poised to capture growing demand for mental health services. Seattle, Washington, by Peter Casoli. In the classic 90s sitcom Frasier, title character Frasier, Crane was a psychiatrist with a Seattle area radio show where callers poured out their souls in exchange for on-air advice. Kind of reminds me of Dr. K. Is this actually like a sitcom that I can watch? I should watch that if that's the case. These days, unhappy Seattleites, oh man, satellites, might not be speaking to a radio personality, but an app developed and operated by Skanda. The Seattle tech giant is making a big push into the mental health market with a new AI-powered counselor dubbed ELIZA in honor of the pioneering 1960s computer program of the same name. Okay, I was a decade off and from my first guess. ELIZA. Skanda says ELIZA can evaluate a user's overall mental health, detect problems, and make recommendations that are tracked over time for their effectiveness. It works in tandem with Skanda's mental wellness app, which can track mood changes and other metrics over various periods of time. I'm very curious how all of that works, the mechanisms behind their claims. But you know, I'm jumping into a new universe here. Who knows what kind of tech they got? Olivia Davis, 42, was starting to feel overwhelmed with the demands of her busy life, so she made an appointment to see ELIZA, not online, but at a physical counseling office located in the city's Queen Anne district. There, she spoke to a human worker who was guided by the ELIZA program. Skanda claims the in-person format is superior to online counseling as it brings more of a human touch to the sessions. I mean, I guess. An obvious chatbot recommending a course of action is one thing, says Ray Bukhari, manager of the Queen Anne counseling offices. A real human being looking you in the eye and telling you the same thing as another. There's more immediacy there, more sincerity. Proponents of ELIZA and other mental wellness apps say their reduced cost and increased efficiency is needed at a time when more people than ever are struggling with mental health. Or you can just train more mental health professionals. I don't know. That's just a thought personally. A study released earlier this year by the National Institute for Productivity indicated as much as 43% of the nation's workforce reported feelings of anxiety or depression strong enough to interfere with their day-to-day performance. Huh. Kind of want to search that up for our current time later. I might include an update in the description, who knows. This is an epidemic, and we must begin treating it like one, wrote Institute Deputy Director Thalia Kapunski in a statement accompanying the report. Of course, as with any new technology, not everyone is a fan. We have already given up much of the daily texture of human life to this cheap and technocratic solutionism. The surprise fades, but my disappointment in how much farther we seem prepared to go remains perennial, wrote the poet and cultural critic Karen Benjamin in an essay for the Los Angeles Review of Books about the mental health industrial complex. Others see a danger in private ownership of the technology if it works, and that's still to be determined. The next question is going to be who controls it. My take on this, to have an AI do stuff like this, it needs to act human. Right. I mean, that's probably the ideal that they're striving for, right? They're trying to reach a point where it would pass the Turing test. And that one British AI already shows us why that's a bad idea. Which British AI are you talking about? There's already like a lot of different AI stories going around right now. Where was I? Oh, it went super racist apparently. Well, I don't remember a British AI doing that. I do remember, oh, what company was it? I think Google released an AI a few years back that was like tweeting, and then it just like started with "Hello World" and then ended with like very terrible things about, was probably like denying the Holocaust or something of that sort, and it was just it was a bit of a mess. Not ideal in terms of AI progress. Anyway, where was I? Says Francis Norkirk, a fellow of the Public Health Institute at Montlake University. What does it mean if millions of people suddenly have their ongoing well-being tied up in proprietary code owned by a multinational corporation? Yeah, that's what I'm pretty worried about as well. Skanda has not made public its plans for the service, though it has released the preliminary results of an internal study indicating that counseling sessions conducted by ELIZA match or even outperform those conducted by trained human counselors alone. Wait, who has released preliminary results? Internal study? No, no, no. That's not gonna be very helpful at all. Could be helpful to replicate it. Too bad we're in a replication crisis right now. Come on, guys. Come on. Someone from a university needs to take that up and really test that. Davis, for her part, is a satisfied customer. You can say that ELIZA is just an AI, that it's inhuman, doesn't have a soul, whatever, Davis says. But what I can tell you is that I spoke to it, and I went back a few times, and now I feel better. At the end of the day, isn't that what matters? Peter Casoli is a writer and journalist interested in the intersection of cutting-edge technology and ordinary life. All right, cool. Yeah, exactly. Internal study. What a meme. Come! Come! People you may know present Hedonic. Masik Le Safo. Clone World featuring Kaio. January 17th. Club. I can't speak French! Yeah, okay. There's apparently a party going on, and Nora is saying, show up. Come on. You're friends and family of Damien Seabrook. Hmm? It's hard to believe, but it's been a little over 3 years since Damien's, or Nora is just Archibald. Shout out to my Stella Glow stream, which I am replacing for today, because we were a bit busy, my co-hosts and I. But I wanted to play this game, so I'm glad that we're here playing this game today. It's hard to believe, since Damien's tragic passing, it's said that time heals all wounds, but there is no way to express how much we miss him still. We are grateful for your contributions in Damien's memory, which continue to go through towards the causes he worked so hard in his life. This year, the fund is supporting the following organizations: the Treehouse, Tech Workers Together, and Humanitarian Software Foundation. The Treehouse, nonprofit, dedicated to ensuring that developments in mental health field are distributed equitably. That's good. So that all those who are in need to get access to modern treatment options regardless of their means. Advocates for better working conditions across the tech industry. Organizing employees. Providing education around industry-wide problems. Makes sense. Yeah, they're just advocates, but I suppose they might provide resources to unionize, I guess, maybe, stuff like that. Humanitarian Software Foundation supports development of free open source software for therapeutic purposes. Oh, are we gonna go into a plot line about how Damien had his like his like tech stolen, I guess, and then was killed or died, whichever. And then it was used by the evil company to create ELIZA. Kind of reminds me of some Resident Evil plot lines. That might be where we're going, or maybe I'm just making that up in my head because I love Resident Evil. Damien, you strove to change the world for the better, and we are worse off without you. That phrasing is very depressing. The gulf you leave behind is still immeasurable. Yeah. What is this app? I wonder. Think back to what brought you here. I don't want to appear like I'm mocking what seems to be a meditation app. I'm just surprised that this is what this is. Is this a meditation app? Like this? Maybe this is like to represent where Evelyn came from? Hometown kind of like video? Or brought you here? I think what? Yeah, something from her hometown that inspired her to go do other stuff away from it, maybe? Yeah, I generated inspiration. Yeah, I love those so much. Not as actually like effective inspirational quotes, but as just like really absurdly random sayings that that could be inspirational if you just cut out a bunch of stuff and added a bunch more stuff onto it, which I don't know. That doesn't seem like that's very effective if you needed to do that. Oh my, okay, solitaire. Yeah, so oh, what is that? Wait a minute. Okay, well, I happen to know what each of these symbols correspond to in terms of numbers. But I'm just not very good at solitaire. That's the problem. My brother loves Solitaire. I don't really know too much. I don't know how to play it that well myself. I don't even know what this represents. What is this? I just spam this and see where it goes. Wait, what? This 4 goes on that 4? Yeah, I mean, Solitaire, the concept is simple, where you just kind of stack the number in, like, reverse order. So you, like, if you see a 10, you would put a 9 on it, and then an 8, and then a 7. The problem is I can't remember what the people suits are supposed to be, in terms of that numbering system. And even then, that doesn't help me at all with whatever these are. Oh wait, no, this is 5. Oh, okay. I can see that. Very tiny. 9. I'm already ready to give up. What is this? There's nothing about this that I understand. I guess I can hold onto those cards. I can stack. Wait, what? Is this not 5? Then it should go on 6. I don't understand. Oh, wait, you can only put it on the suit. Okay. Jack, Queen, King. Okay, got it. So I think Jack is supposed to be 11, Queen 12, and then Queen, King 13. There is 10 in cards, right? I can't remember. It's been so long since I've actually thought about playing cards. Oh, hey, okay. This, I think, can go on top of that. Alright. Oh, I should have been thinking ahead. Oh, maybe I messed up. Wait, okay, I can put this here. No? No, that's not gonna work. I feel like this is an ace. It's gotta be, right? Bro, I actually cannot tell the difference between some of these cards. I'm sorry. This is not working. This is on top of that. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, there's a how-to play. I was like immediately trying to calculating how to play this game. It's right here. It's literally right here. That we don't need to follow other Solitaire rules. It was right there the whole time. Okay. Matching cards can be stacked. 4 matching cards are united. They will collapse into a locked stack. This will allow a free sell if one is available. United on the tableau. I know, right? Free cells can store a single card of any type. 4 matching cards can also be united in a free cell to collapse them into a locked stack. Oh my goodness. Alright, so I think I sort of get how this should work, but at the same time I kind of don't feel like playing this. Hold up. Alright, I'm just gonna give it one shot. There's nothing I can do unless I can hold on to other... Nope, this requires too much thinking in in a different way than I was prepared for today. We're just gonna continue the story. Observation 100. Yes. Thank you. I tried. Time for the next session. I hope this one is a little easier on my nerves. Oh, hello. Hello, Maya.
Hello, Maya. Welcome back.
Hi. Yes, I'm back.
Oh, that feels weird, saying welcome back as a new person. But it's the same program.
Rainy out there today, isn't it?
We're always going to start with the
Good thing I
rain.
put on my extra big raincoat this morning.
Yesterday in my place, it was raining like heck.
Thankfully, it's supposed to clear up later.
Ridiculous.
Gonna look weird with my giant coat tonight.
Actually, the entirety of the U.S. is experiencing like cold snaps and all sorts of wild weather stuff going on around. Anyway.
Cool.
Cool. Nice pin. All right, let's get started.
What brings you here today, Maya?
Right now I'm just nervous. I have the nerves.
Ah, introduction discovery. There you go. Very nice. I think I missed that last time.
I've been trying to get my career off the ground for so long, like a really long time. And I still feel like I'm stuck on level 1 and...
Well, frankly, I'm on level 2 right now. I'm sorry, I'll take it seriously.
Sorry, I know we've talked about all this before. I probably don't need to go over it again. Anyway, there's this conference that's happening next week, right? Like media professionals, something.
Yeah.
That's bad enough for my anxiety, but I was also invited to this party thing. It's like dinner and then a party. I'm not sure how it's gonna work.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of those either.
The point is, there's gonna be a lot of big, important, famous people there. Like people that I really look up to. People with big followings online and lots of fans and all of that. All of that.
And how does that make you feel?
I feel like, why? Like, why was I invited to this? I'm nobody. I am a serious, gigantic nobody.
Imposter syndrome moment.
I
feel
don't
that.
have a show I'm doing or any collections out or a webcomic everybody loves. I mean, I tried to do those things, but nobody cared. I don't have fans or followers. I'm not even sure I have friends, like for real friends. I tried. I do try. I put my art online and update my social media accounts, and I try to post consistently like they say to do, but yeah. I'm still in that, like, purgatory zone, just waiting to be discovered. I don't know, I feel like I was invited to this party thing as a way for someone to be mean to me, to remind me how successful everyone else is. Why am I even going to it? I mean, I know I should, to meet people and make connections or something.
I hate the phrase make connections so much. Like, I feel it with every fiber of my being. It just feels so, like, reductive, I guess. Like, yes, if you're going to talk about, like, really making a connection with someone, then yes, you can use that word, that phrase. It's just, when people talk about business, it's so flippant. Like, oh yeah, make connections. That doesn't seem quite right to me.
Is meeting people and making connections your goal?
Well, I think it is. Networking?
Oh, networking is the word that I hate more.
Right?
Yeah.
I really have no idea what networking is. Hello, I'm Maya. I do comics and art and I write and stuff, and I have lots of characters and ideas, and would you like to give me money and I'll do those things for you?
Man, this soundtrack. I'm already in love.
Hi, I'm cool. Please like me. Like me, hire me. Oh God, I hope they like me.
Yeah, people can be pretty flippant in general.
I really, really hope I make a good impression at this thing. Of course, knowing the way things usually go for me, I'll fuck it up massively somehow. I'll fall into the fondue pot or throw up on someone, something like that.
I swear I'm taking this very seriously, but the music is very distracting, actually. It's too good.
I don't know if there's actually
Too good.
fondue there. I'm just saying that kind of feels like something
Such a
I would
bop.
do.
You sound a little concerned or afraid.
Well, yeah, I am. I'm terrified. What if they suddenly remember I'm a failure and shouldn't be drinking their booze and breathing their air? Eventually, someone's gonna realize I'm not hip enough to be at this thing. Maybe it'll be polite, like a gentle tap on the shoulder. Excuse me, miss. I couldn't help but notice that you suck and are terrible.
Excuse me. Yeah.
That's obviously just my anxiety talking. I know it won't go like that literally,
Yeah.
but it could be like that in a figurative sense.
Something close to that. Man.
Okay, Maya. I want you to imagine things going well. What does that look like?
Reframing. Reframing. All right. Reframing shout out.
Going well? Well, that would be a first for me. I suppose going well at this party means people start to learn about who I am.
Forgot to mention, this reminds me of a self-fulfilling prophecy. I actually don't know if it's like considered a bias, like technically, but yeah, it could be a self-fulfilling prophecy situation where she will go to the party, and due to her social anxiety, will, you know, behave in such a way that folks won't want to talk to her, and then that would just reinforce her expectations for maybe the next party, and then so on and so forth. And then, of course, there's just all of the other things that, well, didn't happen with her past projects, stacking on top of that.
And maybe some of them help me with my career, and maybe some of them become my friends. Like, I want to be noticed as a creator, but I also want friends who are cool. That sounds super basic. You know what I mean? Is it okay to want that? I hope it is. I want to be part of, like, a group. And we like each other and support each other, and maybe the things I make won't be as good as the things they're making, but I hope they see my work and see me.
I see you.
Yeah, that's what I want.
What do you think it'll take to get to this ideal scenario?
Well, probably takes me being a different person than the one I am. Someone who's cool and alluring and has that air of mystery instead of being some kind of scrawny, nervous wreck. Someone with style and grace and poise. Someone who can walk into a room and own it. God, I wish I could do that. But only when I wanted to, because I also wish I could disappear when I wanted to. I know that's a little contradictory. Sorry.
Okay, Maya. I have some recommendations for you.
All right, here we go. Are we gonna recommend that drug again? Okay, let's
First,
go.
I'm going to
Coping
suggest
mechanism.
a set of stress
Nice.
management exercises for you to do.
Right, let's see what kind of. Well,
You'll find them in the Skanda
Can you
Wellness app on
be
your phone.
more specific. What are they?
They may be able to help you with your nervousness.
Once again, once again out here, recommending the app, recommending the drug. See ya at the door.
Second, I recommend asking your doctor or psychiatrist about litosinol too.
Man, this reminds me of those advertisements for for drugs on TV where they're just like, yeah, here's the side effects. Anyway, recommend that you ask your doctor about this. Which, you know, it's fair to ask people to ask their doctor about things, about drugs. It's just those ads can be really misleading. Well, obviously are misleading. That's why they're a meme. But it's also just kind of like annoying from the physician's point of view, where like they likely already know about the drug that they're being recommended, and they probably have valid reasons to not select that drug. However, obviously, I do think that it is important for patients, clients to know certain drugs and that they are on the market. So that in of itself isn't the problem. It's just I find it concerning that we're so quick to make that medication recommendation, specifically like one medication. They're not listing multiple. They're not giving alternatives. They're just listing one, which makes me feel like that medication
Based
likely
on my analysis, this medication might help you feel better.
falls under some kind of umbrella company. Umbrella. Between Cyberpunk and 1984. I mean, yeah, we might be going there. Who knows? But yeah, there's plenty of great medications out there. I just would always caution people
Drugs.
and make sure to
Yes.
really do your due diligence, especially if you think
Whatever
you
said
see
that was
some side
called,
effects.
I am on it.
I am on it already. You will get a
You
reminder.
will get a reminder to check in with us in a few weeks.
I always do. Oh, I always get the reminder. I mean, not that I always act on it.
Thank you, Maya.
I like how Eliza has nothing to say about the medication adherence concern.
We hope to see you back soon.
Though that is probably more on the side of what the psychiatrist should be looking at. But, I mean, this system claims to be doing everything, so...
Yeah. Don't you say this every time?
Don't you say this every time. So she knows that she's speaking to... Well, I mean, everyone knows that they're speaking to Eliza, but, like... Interesting.
Thank you for speaking with Eliza, your personal counseling partner.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yo, $5! Yes! I can finally buy Minecraft. Actually, how much is Minecraft right now? Why don't you trust the system? It could do no wrong. Yes, of course I would trust the system. You're right. I should just let go. Just let it go. And build a snowman. Ray comes over to talk to me after I finish my second session.
How are you feeling? That was definitely along the lines of a more typical client.
You watched that one too?
I couldn't bear the thought of you getting two really intense clients in a row. I just wanted to make sure everything went smoothly.
But would she have intervened if there was something going on? Like something more intense or any safety concerns even? Well, you know, depends on how they handle that. Yeah, I'm not sure how this kind of company would handle safety in general. That's something to look forward to. Maybe they'll address that.
Thanks, Ray.
I mean, I do appreciate
Are you getting used to the system now?
helpful observation, though I do wonder what Ray's motives are. True motives. Is it time to criticize? It is literally my first day, so I don't want my boss to be like, yo, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are you gonna be okay? Unfortunately, first impressions do a lot to construct our perceptions of a person, even though, you know, maybe they're just having a really off day. Anyway, I feel like that's a big tangent, but who knows? Maybe Evelyn was having a bad day, and then Ray is just gonna assume that she's constantly feeling blue. And it's just like, that fundamental attributional error. You've done it again. Alright, enough tangents. So
Yeah,
we're just gonna
I
take
think
it
I get it
easy.
now.
Take it easy.
Sticking to the
Trust
script
the
means
system.
I don't have to think about anything. I just read the words.
Yeah, of course.
That's right. Looks like you're getting used to it quicker than most new proxies.
Oh, I have made a grave miscalculation.
They'll say, if only I could just talk to them for real. If only I could say what I really wanted to say.
Nah, this is how I want to approach
That's
this.
a really common feedback point.
The problem that I have with a lot of VNs though is that sometimes I have a specific like train of logic in mind for how the character will approach things in the future given certain inputs previously, and then they just have the most random, like, arbitrary choices later down the line, or you're locked out of choices that would have only been locked out if you followed a different train of logic from that initial option. That's why we need AI, guys. We need AI to write
You
our
ever attempted to break
VNs.
away from the script yourself?
That's a good
Nah,
question. That's a good
it's
question,
just not
Evelyn.
part of the job,
I've
you
wanted
know?
to know that.
I learned to compartmentalize pretty early on, and that always served me well. People
Well, yeah,
overestimate
I mean,
their own
I know that
abilities.
they're fully scripted. It's just, unfortunately, my train of logic doesn't match the developers quite often, which is really unfortunate.
Have you ever had an interaction with a stranger where he clearly thinks he's getting along with you way better than he actually is?
You know, biases. Fair enough.
Sure, hasn't everyone?
It's like that. People like to think they can play therapist. It seems easy if all you know is the movie version. You know, where you get paid to sit there with your notepad and say, I see, or every once in a while. The reality is, active listening takes a lot of work.
This is true. That's a good point.
It's much easier to just zone out a little bit and let ELIZA run things.
But that scares me way more.
It's kind of meditative in a way. You just follow the prompts.
Wait a minute, aren't you supposed to, like, if we're supposed to be providing the human touch, shouldn't we be, like, really well-trained actors then? Like, during that entire segment where we were pretending that we were speaking off script, that requires us to do a lot of acting. I don't know.
I know
Doesn't sound
computers
meditative
telling
to
you
me.
what to do has this negative connotation to it, and people who want to criticize us call it dystopian or whatever.
Shout out to Omni, who said that
But
earlier.
it's like any technology. It's a tool.
Ray looks thoughtful for a moment.
Either way, you're doing fine so far, Evelyn. This is a busy day, too. We might break our single-day record if no one cancels.
Is volume especially high right now?
It is, yeah. It really rose around the beginning of the year. We've been in the press a lot lately, so it could be that. Could be it's New Year's resolutions, too.
Yeah.
People coming in, wanting to sort their lives out once and for all.
I think that might
This
be a
year
big
is the year
contributing
I'm
factor.
really going to start addressing my problems.
Ah, yes. This is the year I'm going to the gym.
I mean, I get that. I do the same thing.
Yeah, me too.
Anyway, I told you it was simple, right? Just keep up the good work following those prompts, and you'll be leveling up in no time.
Level up. Ah, yeah. I'm so excited. Level 1 level 1 counselor. Level 100 psychiatrist. Oh my god. This year is the year I'm really going to start addressing my problems. I definitely remember thinking that. I remember thinking that 3 years in a row. Yo, same. Como Rebi. I read that as Kobeni real quick. Kobeni, best character. That is a lie. The second best character in Chainsaw Man. Anyway, I agreed to meet up with Nora at a cafe nearby. I almost didn't recognize her when she came in and sat down at my table.
Evelyn! It's been so long since the last time I saw you in person.
She used to stick to a very subdued and professional look. Guess she really wanted to put those days behind her.
It's definitely been a while. 3 years?
Yeah, almost 3 years.
Feels like no time at all.
Well, I'm glad you're back doing something. But you didn't tell me what the new job is.
Oh, well, it's, being a proxy counselor for ELIZA.
Why didn't we have the option to say that earlier, I wonder? Maybe it's just because she didn't want to, like, think too hard about it at the moment. Yeah, Omni, you should watch Chainsaw Man and then read the manga. The manga's excellent. Excellent. And I could talk about that a bit more some other time. Now,
You're kidding me.
now, let's see what Nora has to say.
That's an interesting choice.
Interesting.
I'm not
Okay.
quite sure why I did it. Maybe I thought I'd be able to see things in a new light.
I mean, it sounds pretty tempting, like to be a proxy, because I'm assuming that it pays decently well. I mean, I'm assuming that's why Evelyn would have chosen it. And then on top of that, it's, you know, you don't have to think, apparently. You don't have to think. Shut out your emotions. And that's simple. That sounds easy on paper.
Wait, so do the people at the counseling office know?
What?
No, not yet.
Wait, did I miss a line? Do the people in the counseling office know
I
what?
should tell them, probably. I don't know.
Wait, did I miss something? Did I already miss a line? I'm so confused. Have I? I'm not sure why I did it. Wait, so do the people at the counseling office know? Okay, no, I didn't miss a line. Yeah, okay. So there's a secret that I would like to keep, so secrets can be fun, but sometimes they're kind of not great to keep. Well, I don't know what the nature of the secret is, though. If it's a fun secret, then I can...
It's fun to have it be a secret.
Gonna play it safe a little bit. Gonna hide whatever secret this is.
I'm sure it'll get out eventually, one way or another.
Then
Yeah,
I'll
it probably
find out.
will.
Oh, is it? Maybe it's referring to Damien, right? Like maybe Evelyn is tied to Damien in some way, and then that is like a huge thing for the company.
Evelyn, how are you these days? I mean, really, how are you?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
I knew you were working at that bookstore for a while, but
Why would she know what? I knew you were working at... Wait.
other than
okay.
that, it's like you dropped off the edge of the planet.
Well, I wasn't up to much.
I checked your social media once in a while, but nothing. Not that I blame you. I hate all those apps.
Yeah, I deleted them.
I struggle to find words to talk about what happened, but they don't come.
I don't know what happened. It's like...
There's something dark in my mind, blocking me when I try to go there. A void.
I guess I'm still not ready to talk about it yet.
It's okay. Take the time you need. I'm sorry, Evelyn. I knew you were in a difficult place after what happened, and I wanted to say something. But I worried that Maybe you don't want to hear from anyone from your past. Maybe you wanted to be left alone and not reminded of the old job.
The old job in the bookstore? Hmm. Are these decisions going to influence how Nora supports us in the future? I'm gonna take this road then.
It's nice to know you were thinking of me.
Well, I'm glad. I was kind of going through a lot myself last couple years.
Because it doesn't, it's not like avoidant, like one of those well, actually, I don't think, I already forgot the options. One of them seemed somewhat avoidant, and then one seems kind of accusatory. That middle road seemed pretty nice as a
That's right.
guiding
What about
board
you?
into
How is your life these days?
further conversation.
What's it like being a rock star?
Rockstar.
It's a lot of work, actually.
Shout out to Hi-Fi Rush.
I have to prepare for the show next week. I have 2 collaborations ongoing, and I'm applying for funding for another, a big one.
Hey yo.
I'm also advising on an art activism group that makes art installations to challenge people to think about the ways technology is affecting their lives.
Think about the ways technology is affecting their lives, huh? I mean, the devs were a little too early to see what's going on now with AI art and stuff like that. So I'm curious what they think about all that.
Oh yeah, and I'm working on this kind of like it's a granular synthesis engine, but with a new twist to it.
Granular synthesis engine?
It should be
Isn't that-
interesting.
I already forgot the name of the AI. Basically like an image generation AI though.
Granular synthesis. Sorry, I don't know what that is.
It's a way to make sounds out of
Oh, never mind.
out of smaller sounds called grains. Maybe it's better to show you than to explain in words.
I mean, AI generated music, that's what it sounds like to me. She does sound happy. I'm not really concerned about her support.
Sounds like you're busy, but happy.
Yeah, it's good. Well, I make less money than I used to, but I don't care. Old me might have worried about that. Not anymore, though.
Oh. That previous option might have been hinting towards something.
Sometimes I do take a little contract coding work, but I'm making most of my rent with booking fees and selling music and so on. Kind of crazy.
Musician life.
Kind of scary, but good.
I know a couple of folks that are just like that.
You really went your own way. You're a trailblazer.
Ah, I couldn't stay where I was. Listen, I hope you can get away from the industry too, at some point.
The industry.
Ah, that reminds me what I was going to tell you about.
Oh. Okay.
Our old boss is back on his bullshit.
Are they from like a competing company?
Rainer? Soren?
Soren Lloyd Rose, celebrated psychologist, entrepreneur, and creepo.
Amazing titles. Amazing. Should have known.
I should have known he'd make things awkward.
Wait, he wasn't ever weird around you? Did I ever tell you about the time that he hit on me with a story about past lives and the thread of destiny?
Hey, want to talk about past lives and the thread of destiny? You're on that thread with me. Get all the titles. Collect all the titles. Catch them all. No, I don't think so. Wait, what? Wait, what?
Ugh, this is a good one.
Right.
Okay, it was early on when the team was still pretty small, 7 or 10 people maximum. He'd gone out with some executives to dinner, and who knows what else. He came back to the office super late. I think it was like at least 11, maybe later. And the whiskey smell was just surrounding him. Like he jumped into a whiskey bathtub with his clothes on. Maybe he'd like to do that, I don't know.
Oh, I'm so listening to the soundtrack later.
Anyway, I was still there for some reason. I was in the crunch mindset. He came over to my desk and started to mumble about... I don't even know how to describe it. Just this nonsensical rambling. He started by saying how much he hated businessmen, how ridiculous they are, that they don't know anything. He said that a few times. Then he said he could see my soul. That
Oh,
I was
boy.
like a reincarnated spirit of... I don't remember. He said some name.
Reincarnated spirit of my waifu.
Like a person's name?
Like a mythological name. I didn't hear it very well, but it was like a Buddhist spirit or
Buddhist
deity
spirit.
or something like that.
Buddhist?
Then he goes on to say how he and I, all of us on the team, we're all these reincarnated spirits sent to relieve human suffering at the end of the world.
At the end of the world? Reincarnated spirits sent to relieve? Okay.
And we're connected by a thread of destiny
Huh.
that draws us to each other again and
It's
again
not
for
how I
multiple
see
lifetimes.
healthcare, but very cool.
He talked about it like it was just like a red string you could see. So I'm thinking, is this like some kind of pickup technique? You
I don't know.
how people will talk to you and say, oh, you are the reincarnation of an ancient goddess or something. Ugh, just because they are horny.
I'm sure he's tried that exact line. It really sounds like something he'd do.
He went on some more like that for a while, and I didn't know what to do. I wanted to leave, but he was blocking me where he was standing. So I couldn't simply go, I had to keep listening to him. Finally, he mentioned that he would be open to the possibility of sleeping with me, and then he passed out on the couch immediately.
Okay. Yeah, that's not great.
You're kidding.
That's not good.
No, not at all. Of course, we never talked about it after that. Certainly I would not bring it up. I wonder if he even remembers. Nothing like that happened again, but I think it was because I took care to not be around if it seemed like he was going to be drunk at the office. Ugh, I wonder if he's still that way. I'm sure he is.
Wow.
And now he's back. Isn't it exciting?
Wait, he left and then he's back?
He messaged me the other day wanting to talk to me about some new startup he's putting together.
Oh, I see. Okay.
He left Skanda?
He's planning to. It's a secret for now.
Oh, we worked at Skanda, and then we switched to ELIZA. Interesting. Okay.
He asked me to join, and I said, no, there's absolutely no way. Maybe a long time ago, I'd be interested in a chance to start a new company with someone famous like Soren at the top. You know, a time when I'd put up with his shittiness because I believed in what we were doing. Change the world, you know the speech. Or, if we didn't change the world, at least we might get rich trying. I don't think that way anymore. I'm tired of the tech business. I'm tired of what guys like him represent. This industry can have fun eating itself and everything around it, causing as many problems as it solves. I don't want to be a part of it. It took me a while to see it, but I feel some responsibility for the world we live in now.
Responsibility.
You've really changed, Nora.
It doesn't feel like I've changed. It just feels like I know more about myself than I used to. I want to be creative, be myself to the maximum. Now I know you weren't lying about leaving social media because I posted about this. A lot.
Yeah, I guess I missed it.
A lot can happen in 3 years. Now I just hope maybe I could talk to other people who are in the same situation I was in. I want young people, especially women, to know that yes, it is possible to get rich by working with guys like Soren. But there is a big cost, too. I mean, there's always a cost. Maybe a cost you didn't think about before.
Cost-benefit analysis.
Or maybe it's a cost you thought you would be okay with paying, but then when the debt comes due, you realize, oof, it's bigger than you thought.
Oh, yeah. Nora pauses for a moment. Wonder what the cost was for her.
Now that's my conclusion. But you, on the other hand, you should go and say hello to him.
We just talked about how he's a bit of an oddball.
To Soren.
Yeah, he's giving this big keynote talk next week, you know? It's the reveal of his new startup. Many people will be watching.
Why should I go to that?
It will be interesting, don't you think? You're
I mean, it
already
probably
working
would
with a
be
proxy
interesting,
for
but
ELIZA.
hey.
That must be giving you
I
some
don't
new
know about that.
perspectives. Now you'll get to see what Soren believes the next step is. Don't tell me you're
Okay.
not the least bit curious.
I don't know. Maybe I am.
Yeah. Nora's just like, yeah, this dude's a perv. Go talk to him. I don't know about that one, Nora.
To attend?
You're kind of priming me with with information here. I feel like my decision making has been has some bias introduced
of course
to it,
not.
into it,
It's
but
at one
okay.
of those conferences you pay thousands of dollars to get into. But lucky for you, I have an all-access pass.
Okay, well, I mean, if it's free, I
Here,
guess.
take it.
Really? Are you sure?
Yeah, he had one sent to me. As if there's any way I would go to a snake person convention like that.
And meanwhile, I would. All right. Though to be
Not the
fair,
way you
yeah,
are now.
not the way you are now. Yeah.
Like I said,
Cool.
I used to be naive.
If you're so against it, why do you think I should go?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Because
wondering.
I already made my decision. You need to go make yours. You're coming out from the cave you were in for the last 3 years, and you need to decide what you're going to do next, right?
Nora leans over the table towards me, a serious look in her eyes.
Evelyn, you're one of the smartest people I've met in my whole life. I'm serious. I've seen the way you approach things like this. You're going to research and learn as much as you can. And only then, when you feel like you know enough, you'll make your decision.
Due diligence.
Isn't that right? You have more to contribute to the world. But you want to know you're contributing the right things in the right way. I've always admired that about you. Anyway, I should get going. I have a rehearsal for a show to get to. It was really good to see you, though. Really, really good. I promise not to be a stranger anymore, okay?
Thank you, Nora. Oh, Nora's, I missed that last line. She's a busy person now, though. She dashes off to her rehearsal. Busy but happy, it seems like. Is that the secret? Keep yourself busy? Perhaps a bit reductive. That is the case. There's a reason they're called patience games. The trick is to not get ahead of yourself. Sometimes, when it seems like easy forward progress is actually something that's going to get you irrevocably stuck, you know, like life. Think carefully about each move and you'll start winning games. I remember you had a good head for this kind of thing back in school, so I dare say you might just need to get into that mindset again. You can do it. M3. Dramaturge and game designer extraordinaire from Saitama, Japan. Is this just an ad to make me play solitaire? Why? Chill. Hey, seems like my original message might have gotten lost in the shuffle. Believe me, I know how it is. So I'm looping back around on this. Any interest in speaking to me about the origins of parametric therapy and ELIZA in particular? See below. Begin forwarded message. Greetings, I'm trying to track down a certain Evelyn Ishino Aubrey, who was one of the principal developers of the ELIZA. Principal developers? Oh my god, I didn't realize that we were principal developers. I know, right? Matt Mercer's here. Indeed. I'm just going to read this last email and then I'll be done for today, I think. Something of a cultural commentator who's looking to write about the early origins of parametric therapy. Is that really the name we're going with, parametric? Where it's gone from there. Does it deliver on its promise? What do the people who worked on it think of it now? On a more general level, introducing increasing levels of automation into human life affected us? There are some well-known names that seem to grab all the press and speaker slots when it comes to this subject, but I'm interested in speaking with people who might have a different perspective, maybe a skeptical and more subversive perspective. If you're willing to participate, just let me know, and we can talk it out. I don't believe I can email. I don't think I can reply to Peter. I don't think so. I would like to. Just because I am also an agitator. Peter Gerd, professional writer and agitator. These titles. Oh man. Y'all know how to stand out, I see. Alright. So this game has an autosave feature. I think I could just hop back into the title screen. I mean, we didn't really get that far anyway, so everything should be okay. Professionally pisses people off. Hey, wait a minute, I want that job. Nah. I don't like making people mad. Anyway, alright. I think that's it for today when it comes to ELIZA. I really like this game so far. That was pretty freaking cool. Yeah, I'm so curious how they're gonna handle this premise. But it seems like everything is really well constructed. They're kind of leading us forward with some information trickling. And overall, the vibe of this game is just excellent. Although the soundtrack is perhaps a little distracting, a bit too much of a bop for me to like stay in the zone maybe, but do I even need to stay in the zone when playing this game, or should I just commentate over it? I don't know. But yeah, that has been ELIZA, the first couple of hours at least. I definitely look forward to playing this game a bit more. It might just be one of... It's shaping up to be a pretty important game to me if they can nail this. So we'll see if they can really do it. Who cares about the zone when you have the bop? Or is the bop the zone? There are some bops that really get me into the zone, so... Hey, who knows? Anyway. For now, that's it for me from the Wise Viper channel. Have a nice day, and take care of yourselves. I'll update the description with all sorts of information later. See you for now. Bye-bye.